Welcome back, it's Resinbitz, and I'm starting a new wig diary. This video is going to be talking about the style that I want for the wig. So before we get started, I want to mention that I'm pro-artist, which means I don't support counterfeit recast doll purchasing. Purchasing counterfeit recast dolls hurts the original artist psychologically and financially, and so I don't condone purchasing them from AliExpress or eBay or BJD shop. If you purchase counterfeit recast dolls in the past but are now pro-artist, I think that's really great. It's never too late to become pro-artist, in my opinion. But if you're currently pro-purchase whatever you want or pro-purchasing recast, please respect my decision, and I would like some distance in terms of interaction. I've also started sculpting BJD heads of my own, and I hope to make some videos on that later. Anyway, onwards, let's talk about the wig. Most of the wigs that I've made have been for friends, and so the style's already picked out. So this time I'm trying to determine how exactly I want the wig to look for my character Ben. So before this project, my character Ben used these two wigs predominantly. The one on the left is from Sophie Molly, and the one on the right is a fur wig. So let me talk to you about why I'm looking to change the wigs, comparing them to the previous ones. So this one by Sophie Molly, who I'll link in the description, I think they make really great wigs, but for me, it's a little too full and I need something a little bit less bulky. Like for me, I think his hair is thinner and a little bit longer at this stage in life that I kind of imagine him to be, like he's growing out his hair. At this point I've sold it, but I really love this wig. It was so versatile to style and change up how the bangs look just by wetting and brushing it a little bit. This wig is a lot older, and it's actually from the MSD version of this character, and it's because the Merlin sculpt is a pretty small SD head that it fits. Here's MSD and SD Ben wearing the same exact wig. Now in this older one I really like it because of the length and overall thinness, but it's still not quite the right style. So overall I like the thinness and length kind of the right one, but I like the versatility and the material, which is alpaca, on the left. In the Ben photo I'm kind of playing with the wefts. They're not glued down, just to see if I can figure out like a over coiffed look. It feels kind of silly to have this kind of comparison. These faces don't look alike at all, but I definitely want the ability to have him push it up and then pull it down. Forgive the wonkiness, I just stacked a couple of wefts together to kind of get an idea of how I want to be able to change the hair up. Yeah. So you might have noticed that both of his other wigs had ears of some kind, and that's also the goal here. I made a really old paperclay ear and I'm just using it as a test. One big difference between the older wigs and this one is that the ears are going to be removable. I've actually already done this with a previous wig that I made for my friend. They had a bunny character, and so I made them ears that could come off just to see if I could do it. For Ben, it's definitely something that I like. He'd be able to like hide them and bring them out. Pretty silly, but I think it would be cute. I also made the ears movable. I don't know if I'll be able to do that this time around because Ben's ears are going to be smaller, but I'll see what I can do. Here's my friend's character with the wig on. You can see any of their stuff at Forest Kids on Instagram. So the head cap's already made. I used the same exact method I did for the pink wig, even though Ben does have a face up. I just tried to be really careful in terms of the plastic, the elastic placement, to not ruin his face up or eyelashes, and it turned out fine. I don't condone this way if you don't do your own face ups and are not comfortable with repairs, or have a really expensive face up, or just don't feel like dealing with that risk. There are definitely other ways to make wig caps without touching the face. I just haven't explored those yet. The biggest difference between the pink wig's head cap and this head cap is that instead of using stretchy fabric, I used surgical gauze that you wrap wounds in. I just had some lying around and it seemed like a really thin, stretchy material. It's really amazing the amount of different types of fabric and paper and tissue that you can use for head caps. So don't be afraid of exploring that. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and you can also follow me at Resinbitz on Instagram. Most of these photos are from my account or my stories, so you definitely get like an updated version of everything there a lot quicker. And have a good day. Bye!